Hey everyone, welcome to Code Harmony. Today we are going to solve this question 3105, longest strictly increasing or strictly decreasing subarray. It's a beginner friendly array based problem. Let's have a look on the problem statement. You are given an array of integer nums. Return the length of the longest subarray of nums which is either strictly increasing or strictly decreasing. Strictly increasing means, let's say 1, 4, 7. This is strictly increasing. 1, 4, 5, 5. This is not strictly increasing because these are same. It should always go upside. And similar to the strictly decreasing, 1, like 7, 5, 2. It's decreasing. And it is also a subarray. Subarray means a piece of this array. Let's say 1, 4, 3, 3, 2, 4, 3, like this. A piece of this subarray. It means all the elements in the subarray should be contiguous. And you just have to return the length of that longest subarray that you can capture, which is either strictly increasing or strictly decreasing. So this is something we have to do. And the constraints are, the length is going to be from 1 to 50 and the elements are also from 1 to 50. Not too big constraints. Now let's see how we are going to solve it. First of all, we need to capture the length of that portion of that subarray which is strictly increasing or strictly decreasing. I can say directly to you that every subarray is going to be starting at some index and it will go in the next item. It is going to cover the next item. So let's say if I just have to check all the subarray. If I have to check all the subarray, it will go starting from index I and it will be till index j, where j is greater than equal to I. It means I is going to be starting from 0 to n-1 and j is going to be starting from I to n-1. So in this case, what I'm going to do is, I'm going to cover all the subarrays. If I'm covering all the subarray, I can directly check whether that subarray is increasing or decreasing, right? But in this case, we are taking a time of order of n into n. Because firstly we are fixing our starting position and then we are moving our j from starting position to the last position. So time complexity is order of n square for our brute force. But in this case we are not going to cover the brute force. We have to do something better than the order of n square time. Now let's see how we can do that. Let's say we are starting from this index, or we don't need to check the current element, single element. If I just consider 1 as a subarray, is it strictly increasing or strictly decreasing? It is both. So the length is 1. So at least we are going to get a length of 1 as our answer. So I'm going to start from this array index, which is 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. And this item I can compare with the previous one, whether this is greater than the previous one or smaller than the previous one. If it is greater than, ith item is greater than the I minus 1th item. This is one case. And the second case is ith item is less than the I minus 1th case. What can be the third case? Third case is something like this, 3, 3. 3, 3 is coming. I minus 1th item is equal to the ith item. So this case we are not going to get any answer. It means we have a possibility of strictly increasing subarray and we have a possibility of strictly decreasing subarray. So for any position or any ith index, if you are encountering this position, just keep on checking how many times you are getting increasing element than the previous one. If you are getting this case, second case, then keep on checking how many times you are getting decreasing element and then increment the pointer as well. So in this case just skip it, I++. So now if I is at 1, I'm going to compare it with the previous one. So if it is greater than the previous one, my I will be incremented, and let's say the temporary variable also getting incremented. What is the temporary variable? The current length of the subarray which is strictly increasing. What should be the initial value of this temp? Initial value is 1 because this previous item is already increasing and decreasing as well. So at 4 it is greater than the previous element, so I++ and temp++. And now in the end, just keep on capturing the value of temp with the answer. In the answer, just keep on storing it in the answer. At 3, now 3 is not greater than the 4. It means this greater value loop will cut here, and now we have to start again. So thus 3 is not greater than 4, and now it means we have to start from here and now keep on capturing in the second case. Keep on capturing the decreasing element. So 3 is less than 4. Check for the next whether the next element is decreasing than 3. No, that is not the case. So at 3 the length is 2. At 4 the length was 2. At this 3 there is nothing, the length is 1. At this 2 the length is 2. So in this case, what should be the answer? Answer is going to be 2. 2 is the maximum length of any increasing or decreasing subarray. So 1, 4, this is 2, and 4, 3, this is also 2, and 3, 3, you're not going to consider that. 3 to 2, that is also 2. So what I did here is I iterated from index 1 to the last index for I equal to 1 to the last index. Okay. Now what I have to do is I am taking a variable, let's say temporary variable, that is initialized with 1. So keep on capturing while ith item is greater than I minus 1th item. If that is the case, just increment I. If you are incrementing I here, so there is no need to take for loop. Just take while loop. So while I is valid, it means while I is less than n. Initialize the temp variable, and if it is strictly increasing, just increment I and increment temp as well. But this should be done inside a if loop. If I is greater than I minus 1, it means that the current element is going to contribute to the increasing array. And what is the second case? Second case is going to be else if I is less than the I minus 1. In this case, what we have to do is, it means current element is smaller than the previous element. While we are encountering the smaller element, I++ and temp++. Temp is already initialized with 1 in every case. It means that previous element is going to contribute in the increasing array as well, or in the smaller decreasing array as well. So this is the case. And now what about the else case? In the else case, I just increment I. We are not going to get any answer. So these are the 3 possibilities we are going to have. And after that, just capture temp. If temp is greater than my answer will become equal to temp. So this is going to be my answer. So in this case, we are able to achieve it in order of n time. Right? Now let's write the code. Let's start writing the code. First of all, let's capture the length of this nums dot length. Now I have to write the while loop while I is less than n, and initially what is the value of I? I is going to be starting from 1, because 0 element is already captured. 0 element is increasing as well as decreasing, and the answer of the length minimum, I'm going to get answer as a 1. That is 1. Now here I'm going to take a temporary variable that is going to be initialized with 1, and in the end what I'm expected to return answer. So this is the case, all the cases. And here in this case, in the while loop, I have 3 possibilities. If nums of I is greater than nums of I minus 1. And what about the second possibility? Second possibility is else if ELSEIF nums of I is less than nums of I minus 1. This is second possibility. And what if two numbers are same? If two numbers are same, it is going to be in the else case. if two numbers are same, we are not going to increment our increasing array or decreasing array, just I++, nothing else. And now even in this case, I'll keep on capturing the length. Till the length, I'm going to get increasing element. Because if at that moment I'm going to get increasing element, that is not going to contribute in the decreasing section. So now in this case, write a while loop, while the same condition is becoming true. But before that, I need to make sure that every time the I is valid, I is less than n, and I is less than n, and this is the case. So just do I++, and along with that temp++. Initially I was at 1. 1 initially contributed to answer equal to 1, I equal to, what is that? Temp equal to 1. Now I'm at 4. I'm at 4. 4 is greater than 1. So I incremented, I is going to 3, and temp will be also be incremented. Temp is 2 now. So even this is the case, or this is the case, or this is the case. And after every case, I need to capture my temp. If temp is greater than answer, then answer is equal to temp. What if I'm going to capture decreasing subarray? In this case, while it is decreasing, copy and then paste. I'm getting a valid value of an I. Valid value of I, and the nums of I is less than nums of previous वाले से छोटा. In that case, what do we have to do? I++ and temp++, right? And in the ending, I'm going to capture temp. So what else I have to do? Nums array, I equal to 1, answer is equal to 1. Current temporary variable, if it is increasing, keep on increasing. If it is decreasing, keep on decreasing. If it is same, we can't do anything. Okay, let's run over sample test cases. Sample test cases are passed. I'm submitting the problem. It got submitted successfully and 100% faster, because we are doing a single iteration and we are finding the whatever is the maximum length of increasing or decreasing subarray. I hope you understood it. If you have any doubt, you can just ask me in the comment section. Thank you guys. Bye bye.